big news, I can finally let go. I've been waiting for it to happen and waiting for the time to come. I'm getting to help build an ATV park. So it's not like Fat Days and all that where it's all water. This is more of like a trail and mud ATV park in a sense. I mean, there is a pond on the property for you to ride in, but majority right now it's going to be mud trails for the most part. Got a lot of trails already. They just need some work. They need to be widened out a little bit and cleaned up. And then right now, first thing first is on the agenda is getting the driveway put in. So there's already a driveway there. It just needs to be a lot wider. So right now, today, and a little bit of yesterday, we worked on it. The main focus is to widen the driveway. So we're taking out trees, and we're going to be doing some cutting of the land and getting it all brought down to the same level. And we got to dig some ditches, and then we got to put in a wider culvert, and then rock it, and then the driveway will be ready for folks to start coming in on it. And the next goal at hand is getting the trails, you know, cleaned up and nice, and putting some mud holes in there, and you know, kind of digging stuff up a little bit, making it nasty, and getting camping situated. That's gonna be a big one, is getting camping situated. We gotta get a nice little field set up to let people camp, stuff of that nature. So I'm gonna end up going back to the house around lunchtime and getting the four-wheeler. I'm gonna put y'all on a little time-lapse of doing some equipment work. I'm about to be there now, so I'll show you kind of what we've done so far. It's not much. We didn't work for about 2 hours yesterday after the equipment got there, so not much has gotten done in that aspect, but we did get a little bit done, so some is better than none. It's a start anyway. Kind of gave us an idea of how we need to attack it next and stuff like that. So I'm gonna pulling in now. Now I'll get out and kind of show y'all what's going on. We got some work to do on this driveway still though. It's a little bit muddy and there's roots everywhere. We gotta get some dirt brought in. Alright, I'm gonna leave the old steed right here. A little bit chilly out this morning. I think it's like 30 degrees. Alright, so this is the main little area. We got a gate. Alright, so there, if you can see, that over there is the pond. You can see the steam rolling off of it. And this is the start of the driveway. It comes in from up there where I'm parked. We got to take that gate out and move this fence over right here. We got to bring some dirt in for that driveway. And then we got 2 chainsaws waiting. But this is where the driveway goes as it is right now. It goes right down this hill. As you can see, I've already started pushing trees over, but it's only wide enough right now for one vehicle. So we're gonna start. We done started tearing out right here. This was a big old mound of dirt, so we then took it and started spreading it out, and took it and started to pile it up over there to stage for when we need it down there in the bottom. And then we got some trees knocked down right here. This is gonna be about as wide as we're gonna go with it right here. And then it's gonna take off and go down here next to this Mini X and go straight down the hill. We gotta take all these trees right here out. Oh, this has got to go. So I'm gonna come in here. We got a skid steer over there too. I'm gonna jump in that skid steer and come through here and thin out a lot of these smaller trees and try to take out as much of this as I can. This ought to come up pretty easy. And then all this is gonna have to, you know, you see these trenches right here and all that. All this is gonna get cut out because, I mean, it's higher than the land itself. Because if you look over here, next to the driveway, I mean, we're up above the driveway a good 3.5, 4 foot. So we got plenty of room to come down to fix all these ruts or washouts. We got some big trees in here, but we don't have anything enormous to touch. So that is one nice. This is like one of the biggest trees we have, besides that other one I took down over there and that one. But the rest of these all should be pretty easy to take down. So besides this pine trees, I hate taking pine trees down. So we're gonna come down here, and I'm probably not gonna mess with any of these other trees. I'm probably just gonna make the driveway go back over right here and go around these trees, because once you get in this bottom, I mean, we can't be much wider. This is pretty wide. We can clear this other side out a little bit, smooth that out, smooth this out right here, and make that big enough for 2 vehicles. And I think it'll work out pretty good. Truthfully, we might not even go past that pine tree right there. But this is the bottom. So just right here at the driveway, I mean, you can see when we get a little bit of rain, this just all fills up right here. It's a little creek. And another main reason why this does fill up is because there's a culvert in right here. There's already a culvert in here now. And it's stopped up, so none of the water can go through. So if we can get the water to go through, this right here would be some really good riding. So that's gonna be the next goal. We gotta let this water recede a little bit, and I'm gonna try to dig out where that culvert is and let it drain through as best as possible. But I think there's a logging company that come through here at one time, and they put this culvert in, so it's kind of just slapped in. So we're gonna try to fix that. That over there can be riding, and then we're gonna bring it around, and this goes up, and we're gonna clean all this right here up and let all this over here be riding, because this creek goes all the way down this little property, and the creek's fed by their pond. So it'll be pretty nice to make some wet riding. Ooh, excuse me, some wet riding. And some good mud holes. It'll feed some good mud holes. I think we can make some nice creek trails and stuff like that. But let's see. This right here is already widened out, so we don't have to do any touching or cutting or digging of trees. We just got to clean it up. So we'll come in and kind of clean some of these hanging limbs, and then we'll take that mini X and dig this stump up right here, and then get these pieces of concrete picked up and busted up a little bit, and we'll reuse those. And it's a lot of washouts right here, so we'll get all this right here cut out, and then from this fence line to that tree line will be road, and then it'll come down and go over that creek right there. So you can see there's some trails right there already. They kind of go back in there that come from up here. And there's a bunch of rocks and stuff in here that's got to be picked out before we can do any cutting to the ground. So once we get like all these little rocks, it's just a bunch of concrete chunks out. Once we get all these concrete chunks out, we can start cutting the ground down. This hill right here has got to be cut out. And a big old mound of dirt right here. It's got to be cut out some. And then the rest of the driveway is pretty nice. I mean, it needs some grading and smoothing, but other than that, for the most part, it's all done pretty well. So the majority of it's just getting this driveway done. Once we can get this driveway done, we can really start moving on with some other stuff, and hopefully we can start bringing some riders in here within the next 2 months to start riding. But you know, as with a park that starts out like this, it's not going to be amazing at first, because there really hadn't been no riders on it. The guy that owns all this, or is the guy that's choreographing all this, excuse me, it's just him and some of his family members that ride this land right now. So you know, they don't really have a lot of riders to come out here and make the land good for riding, you know. Because for the most part, you know, a park gets good because from people riding it, digging out the trenches, making the holes deeper, making them nastier and stuff of that nature. So the first ride or two may not be, you know, oh my god, this is an amazing park, but we're gonna have to get some riders out here and ride in order for the park to get better. And it's nice because we don't have a park here. I mean, this ain't that far from my house. I mean, I'm driving out here in the mornings and working on it, so we don't, only other park we have out here is Boondocks, and it's not really a great park in my opinion. I mean, there's not real good riding. The trails are crappy to me. There ain't no mud holes in the trails. It's just trails. It's sandy trails is all it is. And then you got the party ponds where you can go up to the ponds and party and drink and have fun and all that, but it's just really not, it's really not great riding, if you ask me. When I come out to a park, I want to come out to a park and, you know, have an experience that I enjoy, and the trails, I want them to be good, and I want the trails to have mud holes where you can stop in the trails and everybody take a turn trying to hit a mud hole and see who can make it the fastest or make it the easiest. So we're gonna try to have swamp areas, regular trails, maybe even try to do a bounty hole of some sort. I don't know. We'll see about it. And I guess I'm about to start this equipment up and let it warm up. Haywood should be on his way, so I'll get back to y'all when we get to moving some equipment. And I'll put y'all on a head strap and do a little time lapse of me pushing some trees over and stuff like that. All right, so update. And we're clearing for a little bit now. Got a pretty good bit done. Got all that pushed up and dug up. They've been stacking firewood up. So got all this cleared. See if I can't get this big old jerker pushed up, dug up. So there's a ditch that goes through right here. All this is gonna be cut and pulled over into this road to be the same level. But we gotta get this tree down. So once I get the rest of this down, I'm gonna come back in the road, start cleaning all the limbs out, and then I gotta do some digging on that side. And I'm gonna get back up here and I'm gonna pull it back, and then we're gonna cut it up in pieces. We got some four-wheelers moving around out here. Some of the folks that are helping out. I still gotta take some of these trees out right here. I gotta take this one out, but I'm gonna wait on this one. I'm gonna push this dirt out and come through here and take this little one out, take this one out, this one, and then we're gonna leave this pine. I'm gonna try to take these two and this one out, and then take that little one out, and then the only one left I had to take out is that big oak right there right in front of me. But I gotta get the folks in here with some chainsaws and get all this stuff that I got pushed up, cut up, so we can get it pulled out of here and put in the pile. I'm probably gonna put y'all on my head and put you on a time lapse and let you see, you know, kind of what I've got going on. See what we can get done. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of a tour of some of the property. This is kind of like a hangout camp slash play in the pond and fish area. So if you wanted to come and fish it, you could. As you see, there's some bubbles popping up there. Or you can come out here and take your four-wheeler off in it and see how deep you could go. I don't know how deep this pond gets yet. I would like to take a boat out there and stick it, and that way we could tell you how deep it is and find the deep spots and the shallow spots and tell you where you can and can't ride in it. Oh, really, I mean, you can ride wherever you want, but, you know, just kind of see. That way you kind of know what you're getting into and not just getting into something that you don't know what it is, pretty much. I don't really know how exactly big it is. So this looks like where the Honda section would be. This is where you'd want to come and take your Honda, play right out here in this little cove and see how deep you can get. Drop off in it somewhere over in here. This looks like a good little drop-in area right here. You ease off into it right here, work your way out there around that tree or something. Looks like a good little spot for that. Got some good terrain to climb. We might put some trails out here or something, I don't know. But we're talking about doing a small ride in about a month. Once we get done doing what we're doing with the equipment we got right now, is when we're talking about doing a small ride. Just letting folks come out for the day and not stay the night, you know, just come do a day ride. We might do it like Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday. Just do 2-day rides, and you can pay Saturday for 1 day, or you can pay Saturday for 2 days, and you can come ride Saturday, and then if you want to come back Sunday, you can come back Sunday. We'll figure out some armbands for either one and let you do that. But there's a bunch of trails we got out here already. So here in just a second, I just wanted to come show y'all the pond area. But in just a second, we're all gonna get together, and we're gonna get out and do a little ride and go through the trails, let y'all see the trails and stuff like that. Just to give y'all kind of idea of what we got going on out here, more or less. So we'll go down this little trail right here. I don't know how well y'all can see this. It's kind of dark down here, but this is a flow off from the runoff from the pond, and it fills up down here, which we're gonna drain this part and we're gonna put it on the other side of the driveway. See if I can't take y'all up to the driveway and kind of show y'all a little bit of progress that we've made. Alright, so this is the existing driveway. And this was already here, we just cleaned it up now. But all this was trees, and as you can see the Mini X up there. We still got that tree to take out. That's the only tree we left we got to take out. Then all this is going to get brought down to this driveway level. So once that happens, then we're going to put some rock down and everything else, and we're going to widen the main driveway out here. And we're looking at putting some drag strips in for some race bikes or something. But right now, this is what we got, so we're gonna go ride here in a minute. Good little creek. Some of that stank mud. Fun little hills to climb. Another creek. That's the big creek, you gotta stay out of that one. That's a state creek, so not allowed to ride in it. Another little creek. A little hill climb. We'll go with a Meteor. I like that better. That's it. A great place to find that out.